catch a vibe that technically by definition means escorting. I'm not gonna lie. By definition. Streamer threatens Akademiks after he exposed her escorting secrets. By Poetic Flacco. Let's get straight to it.
Akademiks got out, and this girl even tried to expose him on his own live stream after he called her an escort and said that a lot of rappers and people have told him things about her, and he know things about her that she don't know that he knows. Before the video even gets started,
we got sponsors. Hold on. I'm sorry, bro. And that camera angle was the exact same.
The entire situation started because Akademiks reacted to a particular video of her and her friends essentially acting like bops. Like, these are like 20-year-old women while talking about they can only date men who make 6 figures a month, not year, but per month. And a guy has spent 20K plus on them. And
yeah, we actually talked about this clip in my, I think it was in my last video. It was about Pokemon. Go ahead and check that out, man. These girls got like such an inflated sense of like standards nowadays. That is just so crazy.
You spend $1,000 on a guy because they don't spend money on men. Yo, this is just like the stereotypical prime example of what the internet and TikTok have turned women to in 2025.
Just completely frying their brain. And then she's that's what I'm used to. And blah, 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 blah.
From experience, because that's normal for me. So if it's normal for you, then that's not my problem. That's your problem. So if y'all don't like what
she want to that makes 60K to 100K a month, let her say what she say.
Over
that's
it.
for me.
Over it. See, the thing is, if these standards were actually real, she would have that man right now. She would be in a committed relationship, but she's not. And here's the thing, bro. It's like every girl who's on the internet, it's like a generational thing. Like every woman thinks like this, bro. Kind of crazy.
For you.
That's for her to like.
I'm not dating
that's your problem. No, that's not our standard. That's your problem, bro. Oh my God. And it's like, we need to just normalize like shame. You know what I'm saying? Because if a man came out and said like the equivalent of this, he would be getting clowned. Like, there's so many ways to make fun of men, right? If a man if he doesn't get any women, he's called an incel. You see what I'm saying? Or if men come up on here, she needs to cook, clean, have 0 bodies and shut the fuck up. Then a man gets shamed for his standards if he has an outrageously unrealistic standard. We see it with all these red pill guys all the damn time. But with women will always support other women, even when they say this. If she wants somebody to make $100,000 a month, well, let her do her. No, you supposed to tell her, girl, what the fuck is wrong with you? Who the fuck are you trying to get with, Jeff Bezos? What are you even doing to get this man?
Somebody else got a standard. Like any other feminist person.
Those are not her standards of what she used to, right? Her standards are men who wife her up, men who take her seriously, men who made a commitment to her, men who made her their girlfriends. Right, she's still single, getting flown out by these men getting cracked.
Yeah, these rappers, these NBA players, they will fly you out. They'll wine and dine you. They'll buy you whatever bag you want. They'll trick on you. And guess what? They do that to fuck on you. And that's all that it'll ever be. Them trying to And here's the thing, some girls are smart and they finesse. We see this with NFL players, NBA players, rappers. This is Buffalo Bills running back Leonard Fournette says he's buying streamer Lola a $30,000 streaming backpack and has already gifted her $500 worth of subs. Mind you, I think he flew her out to hang out with him and all that stuff, and she was streaming.
We're manifesting the backpack.
We're manifesting the backpack. She knows exactly what the fuck doing. I'm manifesting a backpack. You in front of a rich who got NFL money, and you talking about I'm manifesting. No, bitch, you, not her, but like you want him to buy that. That's basically what you're saying. Oh, you spent $500 on me? Well, you might as well spend $30,000.
How much is one of the backpacks?
I don't even know. It's a lot.
Oh no, she knows. She knows. She knows. Oh my, I don't know how much it is. Everybody knows that TVU green backpack is $30,000, especially if you're a streamer.
What, you're a streamer? You supposed to know that.
See? He knows. You a streamer. You supposed to know. She knows, gang.
Like 30,000.
Okay.
Does you see how she immediately said the number? You see how she that's exactly how it cost. It cost $30,000. Immediately said the number.
Okay, so
we're gonna work to that, okay?
I mean, we're in the age, if you know somebody, you know people that can help you, you know what I'm saying? So,
but why would he just help her? Why would he just fly her out and trick on her and help her? You don't see these NFL athletes do that with male streamers. They don't do that with men. They don't do that with men, bro. You know why? Because they're not looking to men unless they're who's that one NFL player that was gay that went into the league? Unless they're Michael, whatever his name is. There's a motive behind this. This is not a knock to the women because some women know what they're doing. Sometimes they just get in there, they get in these positions and they try to finesse these guys and then they dip out on them so fast. Yeah, these guys will trick on you and they'll do all this shit with the intention to you. They lead with their wallet. They have the status. They grinded for this moment, bro.
Before you leave, I'll make sure you have that backpack.
backpack.
For sure. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Don't lie to me.
Gotta take care of my people.
I take care of my people. Mind you, he just met her on this trip for the first time.
Don't do that.
I gotta take care of my people.
Oh my God. Okay. Anyways, y'all, 111.
And then she got the goodies out for him to see, you know what I'm saying? She got to advertise like, I want this $30,000 backpack, daddy. You know what I'm saying? She made sure to show off the goodies for him.
On the clock. We are at Saint's Noir Cafe.
Yeah.
We're waiting for
The owner.
Look, he's going to restaurants, taking her out, bringing out the owner. He on his Bryson Tiller. And she didn't even know who he was. She's like, oh my God, Leonard Fernetti, thank you for the subs.
Leonardo Fernetti with the 100 gifted. Ow! Oh my God. Oh my freaking God. Oh my gosh. Leonardo.
And then everybody, look, that's how these guys operate. They'll trick on you. They'll fly you out. They'll wine and dine you just to
Yo, like a guy who makes 6 figures a month, flying you out, cracking you, and then sending you back to where you came from is not your standard, right? Like you're just, one of their groupies, right? Your standard are the men who are taking you seriously and being committed to you.
Exactly.
Probably like a band.
I feel like 50.
In one standing, a band. One standing. How much have you spent on a dude? One standing.
About 2 bands.
That's crazy.
How much? Okay, and how much has a dude spent on you was the most max? Yeah, like. Trust me.
That's the most recent.
The band is a fraction of.
I don't even know.
Is it?
I don't know.
I'm gonna ask.
Oh, and me, the most I've ever spent on a dude, I don't know, probably like a few $3,000. Yeah, probably like $2,000-3,000.
We don't even do all that. They spend.
Guys are simple, bro. We don't need to be tricked on. The thing with guys, we are very minimalistic, bro. A guy could live in a studio apartment with a mattress on the floor and a fucking setup or a PlayStation and he's good. All we need is some socks, some drawers, some little shit, all right? Girls, I want a bag, I want this, I want that, like, I want my skincare, I want my makeup, I want these UGG boots, I want these Chanel boots and shit.
And like the most somebody's ever spent on me at one time? Yeah, that's questionable. I don't know.
Why is how much men are spending on you even a topic of discussion? Is a topic of discussion because that's something they're not really used to. Even by this conversation, I could tell they're not really like real bad bees or real balls, right? Because like even the numbers they gave out, bro, those are numbers. That are coming from like regular men. Like if they were really in committed relationships with the men of that caliber, then like those numbers they gave would be a whole lot different, right? One person claims only 10,000 has been spent on her at once. Another person claimed 20,000. Fam, if they're really dating men who are committed to them with that caliber, then those men don't like them at all, bruh. All right? A guy of that caliber who really likes a woman, who is committed to a woman, that's his wife, those numbers are a whole lot higher. Akademiks got wind of that particular clip and he reacted to it, and his reaction really pissed her off, causing her to have an outburst on social media about Akademiks.
How much a man gotta make for you to take them serious? How much a month? Over 6 figures a month. I was just about to say,
And keep in mind, these girls are like under 25. They have a little bit of following on social media. Guys are flying them out left and right. These girls, when they're popping this type of shit, the guys who got the money, fly them out. Maybe they think a bag is cool. I ain't buying no bitch no bag, but whatever. Like they're hypnotized by money. You them for a week and you send them back. And they sit there, post a bunch of pictures of places you've been, you live in, cars you drive, and they get back on the track and wait for the other millionaire to fly them out. Like it's kind of a sad life. I don't know how they make it look so lit. They make it look so lit. Like, yeah, you got to make this amount of money.
I mean, there's literally like a whole quote for this shit. Would you rather cry in a Honda Civic or would you rather cry in a fucking Rolls Royce or whatever the fuck?
Chat, these are the women you do not take serious. Like come on. Like a woman that gives the criteria of how much you need to make, you don't take serious, period, right?
There's a strong difference between hypergamy and escorting. Like hypergamy, yeah, most women want a man to be able to provide for them, take care of them, treat them well. But once you start putting a number on it, once you start putting a number to how much you're worth, and
that's your price, and that means, yeah, if there's a price on it, that means you can be bought. So if you can be bought, that means, yeah, that's technically speaking, that is escorting. I'm not even going to lie. Here's the thing though, arbitrage is maybe a 10 in whatever rinky-dink little city that you're in. If we pop you in New York, if we pop you in LA, what's your real rating? That's a competitive lobby. You going crazy in bot lobbies right now. But if we put you in a room with nothing but the baddest ever, how would you stack up? That's the real question.
It takes to get access to you. To me, that's where escorting really comes into play here. Because if you're just a woman who wants to be taken care of, then it should be blanket, I want to be taken care of. I want to be provided for. There's nothing wrong with that. Once you start putting a number and a dollar sign on exactly what it is, because think about it, bro. What's the difference between, a guy making $60,000 a month to a guy making $100 a month, especially when it comes to a girl who's broke and don't got nothing going on? All right, a girl who don't got a career, who don't got like millions in a bank account. What's the real difference between a guy making, let's say, $40,000 a month and $80,000 a month?
Absolutely nothing.
To her, it's all the same. But the fact that she is
nothing.
adamant on that number, 80, is because she's up for sale. And I feel like that's what Akademiks was trying to get at. But Samaya was not having it at all whatsoever. And she lashed out on social media.
All those girls are young. They're 20. You know what I mean? They're the hot new girl on the block. They're popping their shit. At that age, you're 20. That's college age, And those girls, they hot and ready like they hot and ready like a hot pocket. They crazy. You're introduced into the adult world. You're having sex. You're just living this fast lifestyle. Your stock is at an all-time high. You know what I mean? So all these guys are reaching out to you and they want to talk to you because you're a fresh face. Obviously, you're gonna feel some type of way, feeling like somebody's trying to belittle you. Like, I'm a fucking escort. And you also have to take into account like the times that we're living in too. It's a lot of these women that are getting exposed for this escorting lifestyle, getting these men to trick on them and stuff like that, and going on these dates like Saweetie. Some people were even saying Ruby Rose was doing it. Pretty crazy.
Against Akademiks, forcing him to hop on stream and really go in. Samaya actually quote tweeted like the Akademiks video you just watched, and she put, "This blank don't know what I do or what I got. You the kind of ninja women need to stay away from. Gossiping, fat B. If my homegirl wants that, maybe she got a ninja doing that, but she don't got a ninja doing that, right?
She don't, yeah.
At all. Right?
If she was in a committed relationship and it was serious and they were actually locked in, she would be obsessed about her man. She would be posting him everywhere. If you no face, no case, why would you? No face, no case means you're ashamed to show who you're with. You don't want people to see. Is that really somebody that you're proud to be in a relationship with? If you're scared for people to comment on your relationship and be up in your business? Come on now.
Listen, if a ninja can't publicly claim you, that ain't a ninja, bro. I'm just being real with these chicks, man. All right. If somebody says, yo, you don't want to start with Big Act. He gonna take it too far. She put, I don't give a F about what Gummy Bear got to say. He only tried to please men anyway. He need to wipe his mouth. If she want to respond back to Act, she got every right to respond back to Act since Act spoke on her first, to be honest. But would I advise doing that? I wouldn't.
No.
Right?
Here's the thing. I think that's a bad idea to do that. No matter what she says, people are already going to have preconceived notions. So they're already going to assume that she was on a trip, popping that and she was sucking and all that type of stuff, right? But let's say theoretically she didn't. How would she be able to prove that she didn't? People are already assuming it. So it would just be better for her not to say anything and let the situation die out. But I think she's smart and she knows that, you got to court attention at all costs, and all publicity is good publicity. And that's why she did that.
Act tend to take it too far. So Act hopped back on live, which if her purpose was to have this story just blow over and go away, then probably not speaking on it is the best, because her speaking on it has now forced Act to go on live and double down on his claims. So then Akademiks went on live, and one of the first things he told her was, Well, not even told her, but warned her that like he knows some ish about her that she don't know he knows because people around her has been talking.
Look. This is her friend showing off the trip. Look
at that. She Shorty never been in a, oh shit, wrong button. Shorty ain't never been in a PJ before. That's what that exposed. That's not her first rodeo being on a private jet. She got her blanket, she's chilling, she's on her phone, vibing. The other girl, let me put this on TikTok. Let me signal to everyone that I'm a private jet type of. Let me show everybody I'm living in luxury and let me cross my legs and boom, 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 boom. You can tell this wasn't her TikTok. That was her friend's TikTok. So her friend, oh, I'm used to guys making $100,000 a month. Are you really? Because if you were used to it, it would have just been another private jet, but it's not.
Of course, bro. Like, come on.
They probably had a threesome. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You know what type of energy this is? You know how when girls are like in a really expensive car, let's say like a Rolls Royce, and they're sitting in the passenger seat and they're doing the thing where they're like leaning their head all the way to the side and they're holding the camera trying to show the logo.
If I had to bet my money, they had a threesome.
Look, so she accidentally, which by the way, Samaya, you're mad at me. I'm the guy who talk about public shit. I know some shit about you. Because a couple of niggas sent me, you going. I got the info on you. Yo, I got the dirt on you, doggy.
I do too.
Yo, I got 2 other niggas. They said when they go on their trip, they're inviting you and your friends, and they're cracking off rip. Yo, one of them said they gotta f you on the plane. Just being honest.
Damn.
It is what it is. My girl, you're gonna keep saying you're
and she will later try to deny that, that she got flew out by Trippie Redd and, she did nothing and they're just cool and friends. But the friend literally accidentally posted a video that showed Samaya and Trippie Redd literally like cuddled up like in the vehicle. So of course they're not just friends. Of course it's more than platonic, right? Trippie Redd isn't just flying her out and the friend out because he likes to spend time with her. No, he's flying her out because he's pursuing her romantically, right? But for whatever reason,
wait, where's the video?
She would choose to lie about that and choose to say that her and Trippie Redd is nothing. They're just friends, and friends can fly each other out no more. All right, now from my perspective,
come on, man. Right? A man is not gonna. A man isn't going to fly out another man on a PJ if they're just friends. They have to be long-time childhood friends, locked in best friends. Think about that. If you're a man. If you're a woman, why would he just fly you? Hey, I'm just gonna fly you out, and I'm just gonna put you on a PJ because I'm a good friend. You know how expensive a private jet is? Hell no.
Perspective, bruh. I think women, with these demands deserve nothing. All right, I think a 20-year-old girl who's out here stating on live that she's only dating a guy who makes $100K plus because that's what she's. Women like that deserve nothing, bruh. All right, there is no mention of the character of the man. Like his values, his morals, nothing. Just bring me $100K and you could be the worst human being possible. I want to sell myself for $100,000.
I mean, when you're that, money over everything, bro. If you got money, you're her type.
That right there is what that means. Now, has Samaya said that publicly? I haven't heard Samaya speak on whether or not.
No, that's not that women say publicly. That's reflected through their actions.
Money requirement her friend has. So maybe it's just a situation where it's birds of feathers flock together. So now we're all just grouping them together.
I mean, bro, let's keep it a buck. If a girl, and this is not a knock to Samaya because she's a good person, right? If a girl says, "Oh my God, I have like one of my friends is a like some of my friends are, but I'm not a." So if it's 4 in a room and you in there, that would make you the 5th. You are the sum of your friends. So if your friends are sucking and all doing all this, you're just gonna sit there and just watch it all happen. You're just gonna be yourself watching a fucking orgy. No, you wouldn't put yourself in this scenario if that was the case.
So far, I only heard the friend say it. I haven't heard Samaya say it, which is why Samaya was pretty upset that Akademiks kind of grouped them all together. Like, my response to that is, get better friends if you don't want people to group you all together, right? If your friends are bops, if your friends are escorts, then you don't want to hang out with people like that, bro, because we're going to accuse you of doing the exact same thing.
Exactly.
Now, Akademiks went further on his stream, said a lot of hurtful things about Samaya from my perspective. Akademiks was cooking Samaya so crazy that she was forced to call in to address it because he was just going too crazy.
Yo, damn. Was that her for real? Yeah, it looks like they were coupled up. Oh my God.
She likes money, which 20-year-old don't. She probably walks around, feels inflated. Oh, Floyd was trying to get at me. That's when she goes viral. She's been indoctrinated and she got grown up via the internet. If she's been streaming and doing all this stuff at 20, like, she's grown up on the internet. You know what's validated herself? she's getting validated by the fact that people care about these celebrities that deal with her. And you know what she gets to brag on? I got mad at celebrities down to deal, treat me like that. It makes her feel above the regular girl that looks just like her. I told you, she's not even respectfully, she's not a rare Ferrari in terms of looks. She's not ugly. But she's passing the bar a little bit, slightly above average. Right?
Passing the bar a little bit is crazy. You on Selena Powell, bro, and you talking about she looked better than Selena Powell, bro. Let's keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? She looks normal, but like at the end of the day, like she still looks put together.
So she's not no brand new Ferrari, some rare. She's just like the new Acura. Yeah, it's gonna go on full production soon, but right now, like
a new Acura is not gonna get flown out by the whole game. What?
They got like 15 of them in the United States. Give it a couple months. Be a couple more. It is what it is. So she's feeling that inflated. And all I'm saying, I'm not telling her to stop. Because here's the thing. And you know why she's triggered? Every time she gets on a jet, this is why you should engage with me. The next time your ass get on a jet, and I know 2 rappers down ready to put you on a jet right now. Because they already said they hit you up. They see that you the community ball.
He's on her. Oh my God.
You got Lonzo Ball, LiAngelo Ball, LaMelo Ball, and Community Ball. This is Community Ball. Right here. Right here.
I thought he was name dropping.
I don't know if it was the Community Ball line that did it, but as soon as Akademiks said this, he found out shortly after that she was in the Discord waiting to talk to him. Now, I don't know if either side was going into this conversation trying to come to a resolution. I
don't think they were, because they were just going back and forth and flaming each other and I don't think they were having a good faith conversation, just being honest.
Either side had like good faith intentions.
No.
Because as soon as she hopped on his phone, it kind of felt like both sides was only on his phone to embarrass the other person. And they started to have a conversation. Akademiks accused her of being an escort multiple times.
Here's the thing, right? The thing with Akademiks is that he's talking about, this is somebody, Akademiks is somebody that's talking about escort culture and blah, 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 blah. Well, he's also participating in it. He's probably flying out girls, putting them on jets, taking them on vacations, putting them on boats and yachts and tricking on them and so he knows how the game goes. But at the same time, it's like you never really know unless you were there type. You know what I'm saying?
Because as soon as she hopped on his phone, it kind of felt like both sides was only on his phone to embarrass the other person. And they started to have a conversation. Akademiks accused her of being an escort multiple times. She even attempted to try to expose Akademiks. She brought up things like the G-Wagon, and, in asking Akademiks if he ever tricked on a woman. Like that line of question was obviously leading to her trying to embarrass Akademiks for dealing with Selena Powell because Selena Powell lied instead of Akademiks bought her a G-Wagon, and people believed that rumor. So she was asking that line of question so she could kind of like try to shame Akademiks for buying Selena Powell things. And Selena Powell, we all know, is like the worst escorts in the game right now. But
worst? I would say she's one of the best. She found a way to monetize that entire lifestyle. She's one of those that's shameless. Like, she's got no morals. She don't give a fuck to expose somebody. She don't give a fuck to spread fake rumors. Like, she's willing to get it by any means. You feel me? She got a BBL, lip filler, fuck OnlyFans, all that shit. Samaya and Akademiks going into this conversation, right? What understanding are they gonna come to? She's gonna say, I didn't do any of this shit because, let's say theoretically she did, right? Hypothetically. Why would she air that on the internet? Now that confirms all the rumors. People are going to look at her a certain type of way. That's going to change her perception. A lot of shit is unspoken. You feel me? That could change. Now you starting to get that OnlyFans reputation. You know what I'm saying? I don't think she wants that. And let's say theoretically that she didn't. It doesn't matter what she says or does. People are going to just automatically assume that she did it. So there's no proof unless she 24/7 streamed, sleep stream, everything documented. That it's not, nobody's gonna believe it.
Because Ak never actually bought, the G-Wagon, nor did he, ever make her his girlfriend. That line of question didn't really go anywhere because he shut it down pretty. I could
have sworn that he was dating her for a little bit.
Quickly.
Yo, somebody, he's there. He's there.
Oh, he's in here? Oh, yeah. What's up? Yo.
I'm gonna let you get yours off first. I just got mine off. Go ahead.
No, let yours get your what? This is a troll. He taking pride in this.
Hear you screaming at your phone, bro. Are you good? You calling people escorts, calling them out their name and stuff. I mean, I get I called you a fat bitch or a gummy bear or whatever. But listen, it was because of the you're saying. You reacted to the clip, your blog page, okay, cool. But when you get on your stream and you say what you say, and you're saying I said certain things that I did not say, my mouth did not open after I asked the question, it's just weird. So that's why I replied how I replied. So let me ask you a question. Why are you going so hard? Who hurt you?
Damn.
So my comments weren't necessarily about you. It was about the mentality that, in my opinion, I do think you have. The mentality that you guys are, or when I say guys, you women are attracted to men with a super duper high financial status that the regular girl that looks almost like you don't have those type of standards. And I'm telling them what comes with it, because it's, of course.
Yeah. He's right. I mean, he's right about that. Yeah, bro, I don't think this is necessarily a knock to the women that engage in this lifestyle. It really just shows, it's really more about the men, right? Women, I think they severely downplay how men have ulterior motives when it comes to women. They're not just doing shit to be nice. They're doing shit because they want to, the chances are they're not flying you out because you're just a dope person. They're flying you out because they want to. They're flying you out because they're they're setting up the play. And the thing with a guy, unless they know for a fact that you're going, they're not going to tell you, I'm trying to you. That's you know how girls are when they talk about sexual experiences. Well, one thing led into another. Well, that one thing that led into another was a man taking the initiative and laying out the framework to make an intimate moment happen. And that's how that's what these guys do. That's why they're flying. That's why they're flying you out. That's why they're spending money on you, because they have the money to spend, bro.
Okay, imagine me saying my type of woman is a 10 out of 10.
Okay, can I cut you off right quick?
You can respond, yes.
Listen, let me say this in the most respectful way. If you would have watched the whole clip, like, my homegirl, I told her stand on what she said, period, point blank. But I said 6 figures a year. You're putting words in my mouth. You're reacting. You're just, you spinning a narrative saying escort this, escort that. She gonna hop on, talk to this rapper, that rapper. That's you drawing a line.
Wait. Could we speak about that? Do you know what an escort is?
For money. Who for money?
Not necessarily. That's not exactly what an escort is. An escort is someone who you're paying for their time. It could be going to trip.
It doesn't matter. Okay, nobody had to do anything, is what I'm saying.
Okay, perfect. So
hold on, let me look up the definition to this. I'm actually curious. What is the meaning of a dating escort? Escort dating refers to paying someone for companionship, often for social events or travel. With the dating part implies activities like dinner, movies, or conversation, while technically avoiding direct payment for sex to stay in a legal gray area. Though the term is often used as a euphemism for prostitution, where sexual services are implied or exchanged privately after the companionship fee is paid. Legally, an escort provides time and companionship for a fee, while prostitution involves a payment for sexual acts. I mean, damn, when you think about it like that, flying out a bunch of girls on a trip to hang out and catch a vibe, that technically by definition means escorting. I'm not gonna lie, by definition, because Trippie Redd basically paid for her companionship. And if you're laid up in the car head to head like this and you're cuddled up, low key, he's not wrong.
So now, and I'm glad you came on here to engage, because we'll see if you're contradictory. You just went on a trip and Trippie Redd seemed to be on it. Did you pay for it?
No, I didn't pay for it.
Why were you on the trip?
So I could stream? What? Like, it doesn't matter. But
what? I was on the trip so I could stream. So did you pay for that jet? Did you pay for those accommodations? No. Streaming came secondarily.
It doesn't matter, but I streamed. You see how you knew I was there? Because I was streaming and it was videos. Like, it wasn't that serious. It wasn't that big of a deal. But for you to say escort is a bit That's a bit much.
But why would a man pay tens of thousands of dollars just for you to stream? That doesn't even sound right. If that's the case, you know, there's tons of creators that are out there. Why didn't he fly out the FaZe guys and have them stream his album? Why didn't he have all of these? So many creators that he could have brought out to do that. Why did he specifically bring you out to do that? And all of your homegirls. That doesn't make sense.
Those are some... Those are some risky areas we're getting into. Those are some troubling waters we're getting into. Now, if we say, if you put a girl on a flight and bring her to you, she is an escort, those are some muddy waters I don't even want to get to. So no, I don't believe that because I I pay for a girl flight and she hops on. But where the escort in line comes into is once you put a number on yourself and once you put a tag on yourself and say, hey, this is my number. I'm not effing no dude who don't make da 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 da. That's when I feel like the escorting word comes in. But as she would say, she never said that. Her friend said it. And she don't want to be blamed for what her friend said. But I feel like before this call, because of what she said on Twitter about Ack right now is not even trying to give her any form of grace whatsoever. Ack only intention right here is to embarrass her in a clip. Because
I do agree with that. I don't think he was having a good faith conversation. I think his opinion was already made up. And since she didn't give the answer that he wanted, he just started trying to clown her.
She tried to embarrass him online. Now, she did try to fight back, like I said earlier, with her bringing up certain things like Selena Powell in the G-Wagon. But for the most part, this was like a full show, like no resolution, like got solved whatsoever. They just attack each other for the next 15 to 20 minutes.
When women put out an idea that they have these unrealistic expectations of men is because they're into escorting culture. You and your homegirls are into escorting culture. Did you escort recently for Trippie Redd? I'm here to hopefully have a conversation that we can make a conclusion.
No. Why is that even coming out your mouth? It's 20 different girls on that trip. Like, he celebrated his album thing. We did when I did the stream with him, I did a stream with him. He invited me to Turks. He was like, hey, you can come and bring whoever you want. He was on some cool shit. It was nothing like that. So for you to get up here, that's what I'm saying.
That's what the new escorting experience is. Bring your friends. Bring your friends for this free trip that I'm hoping will turn into something romantic or intimate. Yeah, that's how escorting works.
Nobody did. What are you talking about? What?
Ma'am, are you or have you been romantically involved with Trippie Redd? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. Did he have any?
Okay, listen, this is not no interrogation. 1, 2, I just told you what it was. So for you to we did a stream previously, he invited me. So that's it, that's all. But you're still trying to paint this narrative. That's what I'm saying.
I like how she doesn't. One thing that I like about her is that she never backs down with Akademiks. He's like, literally, he's asking her these hard-hitting questions, and she's like, no, this is not an interrogation. And then she just flips the whole, she's really good at taking, conversationally taking over, which is good.
Fixated on this one narrative.
She's got a pretty dominant personality.
What is that doing for you? Why are you trying to sit here and paint some image? That's not it. That's weird.
And without even bringing it up. So why did No Caps send that message to Trippie, in your opinion? I know you're not him and you're not Trippie, but he said, I know you over there with that hoe.
Why the fuck are we talking about No Cap and what he tweeted? Who cares? He probably wanted to be on the album. I don't talk to him anymore. Who cares? Why do you care so much? You're fascinated. It's like, okay, post it just like the other blog pages, but you're fascinated with this. Does this get you off? I'm confused.
You see, you're not trying to have a real conversation.
I am, but you see how I answer your question? Okay, let's move on to the next. You're on the same question. You keep trying to talk about the same thing. I already answered your question. That is not...
Hold on.
What?
This isn't like an Oprah interview. The main thing that I spoke about is this idea of the culture of women claiming these are the guys they're into, flexing and showing off these type of experiences, and then trying to act like it's not what we all know what it is, right?
I take pictures everywhere, gang. I take pictures everywhere. I seen you made a comment oh, she's on a PJ, she's excited, she's taking pictures. Look, listen, I'll take pictures at a gas station if I look cute in the outfit.
I mean, it was her friend who was taking the pictures, but yeah.
If I want to take pictures and I want to post on my page, I can do that. I can literally do that. I have free will. Why does it automatically think in your mind okay, she's prostitution or why is that even a thing in your mind? That's you're trying to paint.
Hold on, that lifestyle is escort. I just want to let you know. You don't have to admit it. You don't have to.
I guess if a girl
oh my god! Oh my god, bro! This dude Akademiks. It seemed like he's trying to lead the conversation to a specific destination, which would be her basically admitting to that, but she's not gonna do it. And he's trying so hard to guide it that way. You know what I'm saying?
That's what you're saying.
If you're going from rapper to rapper and going, listen, I'm telling you.
Are you talking to me directly? Or are you saying in general? Be direct with what you're saying now.
Both.
Huh?
Both. I think we've heard about you now with, at least for what people know, 2 rappers, but you know what I mean? You're kind of on the block, girl.
From who knows? What are you saying? That's what I'm saying. Who cares? Why do you care? No, nobody's stopping rapper to rapper. Nobody's stopping rapper to rapper.
We're not saying we care we want you to stop. We're just commenting on it. And I feel like you guys.
Okay, but whoever said that I was hopping rapper to rapper? Y'all only know me for dating one person.
One rapper to the other.
Who am I with right now? I just clarified that I was single on the internet. And I don't even have to even say that. That's what I'm saying.
And I further made a point to say, yeah, you're single because you have no choice. None of these men will take you serious.
I have no choice. I have no choice.
No
who the fuck are you to tell me I have no choice?
I'm saying for the rappers you're hanging around
with. Who the hell are you? Who the fuck are you to tell me I have no choice?
Because the way they talk about you, they wouldn't wife you. It's a reason why.
Who was they? It's one person. And he got it because
told you.
Feelings hurt. Don't feeling like you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what goes on behind those doors. You don't know anything. You sound slow. You actually sound slow.
So let me ask you, based off a question you asked me, you said, have I paid for it? I said, not transactionally. I said, I have put a girl on a jet. You just went on a jet. Let's hypothetically, if Trippie had would he have paid? Because
ain't no hypothetical if it didn't happen. So ain't no hypothetical if it didn't happen.
Would that mean he paid?
It's not a hypothetical question if it didn't happen. So let's not even talk about it.
She's not even entertaining it at all. She just shutting him down immediately. No.
Hypothetically, if somebody hurt you. Like that's why you go so hard on these topics. I never see you uplifting anybody on your page. You see how other blog pages post people and say it's their birthday or congratulations. Can I see you do that for a change? That can go viral too, gang. Like I promise you.
It's crazy because they're both not. The conversation isn't flowing towards a specific direction because he doesn't want to answer any of those questions associated, and he's trying to redirect it down the path that he wants it to go. And she doesn't want to go down that way, and she's trying to direct the path down that way. So it's just to the point where they're just jamming paws against each other, and it's just a clash, you know what I'm saying? And so this is not even a productive conversation. This is just them getting a viral, like a viral moment, bro. Like literally.
I know it'll go viral because I'm gonna post, hey, this is the first anniversary of No Cap introducing somebody to the Escort game. I'm gonna post that anniversary.
What? Oh no, this dude is a troll. I'm not gonna lie. What? Now look, he knew what he was going to say. That's when the idea popped in his head. Oh, I'm about to just rage. All right, now he just about to rage bait.
You see how other blog pages post people and say it's their birthday or congratulations. Can I see you do that for a change? That can go viral too, gang. Like I promise.
No. I know it'll go viral because I'm gonna post, hey, this is the first anniversary of No Cap introducing somebody to the Escort game. I'm gonna post that anniversary.
Whoa, Akademiks, shut your cat up, bro. You keep talking. Gummy bear looking ass. You keep talking.
We know you for literally a rapper. That's why we know you. So we're gonna post your anniversary from
you know me from No Cap situation.
My thing is this: like, what is this achieving, bro? Now you're just arguing, and it's like. Before I get like if you have like a perception of somebody and you have your reasons as to why that is, but if you're saying facts, we've crossed that territory. Like Ak is how old? He's like what, 34 or some shit? Akademiks age. Akademiks is 34 years old, basically going back and forth with a girl who's 20. It's just childish.
Fine, that's fine. You can know me from that. That's fine.
And then we're gonna post anniversary of you getting a turn.
But listen, I'm a streamer. Don't try to downplay me. I've been out here and I get my clips and I do my little shit. Don't ever try to do that. Don't stream you and all that. Don't downplay shit I got going on. All you do is sit your fat ass up on this internet eating your potato chips and talk about the next.
I'll be real. I think both sides made compelling points. As a 20-year-old woman, you should be out here trying to find yourself, hopping from rapper to rapper. Now, she could deny Trippie Redd all she wants, but we've seen the video. We've seen her cuddle up and hugged up with Trippie Redd. But it's none of the internet's business. I feel like it becomes the internet.
I agree with that. I don't think it's anybody's business. I think we're just at a time where it's like I said before, it's like a witch hunt. We want to know who's really living that lifestyle. But here's the thing. These women that, portray this luxurious lifestyle, that's exactly what it is. It's a fantasy. It's not real. They post these trips that they go on. They show these cars that they got. And the truth of the matter is, everything is not what it seems to be on the internet. All that glitters is not gold, bro. Some of those, you don't know what a girl did to get on that trip. You don't know what she did to get that car. Hey, sometimes those cars that these women flex with these name brand titles got 15 lights on it and brakes to fuck up, screeching. I'm trying to tell you. Things are not what it seems, bro. Things are not what it seems.
Business, once they start talking about things like, oh, if you don't make $100,000 a month, I can't.
Unrealistic.
That's when we said, hold on, bro.
I mean, right? It's cool to say that when you're like young and like popping your show. Every girl is gonna say, I want a man to make boo 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 boo. I want a man to be 6 foot and he gotta have an 8-inch and he gotta boo 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 boo. But guess what happens? The women who say that ultimately end up either getting with the man that doesn't fulfill. They end up either getting pregnant by a man who doesn't fulfill that. They end up being a baby mama to somebody who does fulfill that, and they're not actually with him. They end up just being passed around, and they do that shit for years, and then eventually they hit the wall, and then they settle down with some random schmuck who's gonna take them in with open arms. We see it all the time with these IG models. We see it all the time with these industry girls. We see this all the time with these with female rappers and these OnlyFans models. That's just how it is when you're in the damn industry. Because it's the proximity that makes you it's the algorithm and it's the proximity that makes you feel that way.
You're now influencing other young women to grow up and become extreme hypergamous, right? Which, is that even a thing?
Yeah, it's cooked.
But once you start putting things out like that and treating that as if it's like the realistic standards, you're now doing a lot of damage to young women out there. You got young women thinking that they now have to go ahead and sell themselves.
Yeah, my man only makes like $5,000 a month. I can't believe I'm with this bum. Meanwhile, that's just a regular guy. He's just working a regular job. You know what I'm saying? My man only makes $100K a year. He's a brokey. He doesn't. You don't love me. You don't want to put me in Chanel.
You say you love me. You don't put me in Chanel. How you say you love me? You didn't put me in Chanel.
Yeah, period. Yes. Oh my God. You could put yourself in Chanel.
Oh God.
Like, for real.
Tell them again. Tell them again. You see how they eat that? They eat that up. This is not real. This is not real.
How you say you love me? You didn't put me in Chanel.
What the is putting you in Chanel have to do with loving you? You see what I'm saying? And they eat this and every girl thinks that like if their man isn't putting them in Chanel, if he's not making $100,000 a year and all this type of shit, if he's not the perfect guy, that they're just fucked up. That's just not the truth, bro. Meanwhile, they don't know how to cook. They don't know how to clean. They got 50 bodies. Like, come on, bro.
Some men who make $100K a month or else they are worth nothing. But again, she never said it.
Bro, hold on. Let's even look this. What's the population of men that make a month? Let's find this out, bro. That's literally the top 1% of men. That's the top 1% of men, bro.
It out of her mouth herself, right? So we can't really, blame her for what her friend says. But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about?
They're bugging. They're bugging out. They're bugging out. Ak gets threatened every 3 business days. Oh my God, bro. These girls are corny and mid. Ak is the same time. Flaco spend. It's none of the internet's business. The moment you put anything on the internet, it becomes the internet's business. That's the entire point of posting on the internet, because you want attention in regard to what you posted. That's actually facts. Yep, it is what it is, man.